Hey everybody, it's your friend Kevin. Welcome to all of you, new subscribers, existing subscribers, friends of this channel. This is your divine inspiration for today. So for today, I'm going to start off with the cards. I am open to love. Love yourself, and you will be in the light that others are drawn to. Well, actually, you'll be the light that people are drawn through. This is a number 2 angel numerology day, and number 2 is sticking with it. A number 2 energy says be harmonious, be loving, be kind, be all of those things that we really are at the core of our being, at the essence of what we come in here to do. I don't think any of us are birthed to live in some of the negative negative energy that we have, and I've said all week long, they are contrasts. Today's about keeping the faith, but also loving yourself. Beatrice and Gertrude, this morning as I'm meditating, were sitting in front of what looks like vanity mirrors. Actually, they were facing one another. And so it was a reflection, your inner self and your outer self, and coming into a space of harmony, of aligning those two, of allowing what is inside of you to radiate on the outside of you and bring it into balance, which most of the time we do. I believe we do that. However, we forget we're doing it, or we need to be brought into awareness of it. The number 2 energy works with the 8 of Swords or the 8 of Air, depending on what deck you're using. Air and Swords is the suit of analyzing, thinking, ideas, mental thoughts, all of those things. And the 8 is where there's been a breaking loose from tradition, from the mundane, from the ordinary, and a spiraling and a turning and a twisting into something that's about to happen. When we have these thoughts and we have these feelings and we manifest and we begin to turn the energy towards that which we desire, things get stirred up. And there is a tendency during that movement, during that stirring, for the ego to run amok and to throw up fears and to bring up the past and to show us our past missteps. This is keeping the faith. This is building self-confidence. And we can only build self-confidence on the inside if we keep going and we keep reminding ourselves that we are children of the divine and that we have the right to have it all. This week we have Horus, the god of manifestation, one of them, not the only one. He works with the cosmic gateway. Interestingly enough, that he should show up at the closing of the Lion's Gate portal, but to remind us that we do have the help of these Egyptian gods at hand, allowing us to believe what we want to manifest and attract what we want to create. You see, he's got the head of an eagle, goes high and looks at the bigger picture and asks us to do the same. This comes from Kyle Gray's The Divine Masters Oracle deck. I'm using another one of Kyle Gray's Angel Guide Oracle deck this week as our card of the day. So now Beatrice and Gertrude, who I love to assist me in these, they're telling me to remind you of the isms. I am perfection unfolding. You're on the move towards perfection. You're already perfect. You just got some improvements to do. I am the most blessed human on earth. Well, you're not the only one that's the most blessed human on earth, but you are blessed. I am the most blessed. Others are the most blessed. It's a big blessing to have them all together with us. Love and light is my vibration, and peace is my portion. That's kind of what we're about. So let's reveal a card that we can sing to, if you will. Come on, come on, come on. One more time, okay? Concentrate. I'll just pull this card off the top. Okay. Take a step back. Well, now, sometimes we can get caught up in the lack of things occurring. That's where patience comes in. Taking a step back just asks us to take a good look at what we're looking for, what we're wanting to achieve. When we try to rush, push, make things happen ahead of when they're supposed to, we can miss the signals, we can miss the signs, we can miss the messages that are encouraging us to either keep on the course or make some adjustments. So let's say that you've got a decision that you've got to make right now, moving into a project, trying to get creative, or you're a little bit bothered by a physical move, or wanting to relocate, or wanting to change jobs. Your angels are encouraging you to take a step back, take a few breaths. What is for your highest good won't pass you by. Your angels are encouraging you to step into the energy of trusting. And when you do it, you'll draw universal energy of support from your ascended friends, ones you've lost. Ask them, take me towards it. If you've got concerns about other people, or you're being overly bothered by a relationship, this card is guiding you to draw back and respect the space of other people. Let this be the time that you engage self-care, self-awareness. Allow yourself to take an observant view of some of the things that you might be feeling, some of the things that might be coming up for you. Perfection unfolding does take time. We can move from a place of perfection and want to make improvements. But that doesn't mean that the perfection we just created is now imperfect. You get that understanding that we move into places all the time. We grow all the time. We keep shifting, wanting something else. And eventually what we want will manifest until that has run its course. A bit like a production, a play, something you go to the theatre and see. It runs its course. It has its day. It's a popular production. And even in that production, sometimes the cast changes. But eventually, that particular production is run, it's done, and it's time to put a new production up on stage. Those actors who were part of that ensemble, just like TV, like any entertainment, it has an ebb and a flow. So whether or not you are on an uprise, which I believe we are, or whether or not you're feeling flat, which I believe many of us do, the challenge is to look at when you're on an uprise, don't push it. Don't try to lift up too quick today. Look back. Are you on target? Probably. More importantly, they're saying, are you paying attention to what's in your heart? Are you so obsessed with getting there, with being and manifesting and revealing? Is that becoming so much so that the fear, this ego, when this has been my default, kicks in and says, see, it's not happening. See, I told you. See, taking its time. Universal time and universal manifestation isn't human. It isn't human. Sometimes we want something to happen by Friday at 3 o'clock. This word deadline. Well, the first part of that is dead. Second part of that is a line. It's a linear time frame. The belief is, well, it's going to happen, and it's going to happen in universal time. What do you believe is more powerful? There are those who believe that the Almighty Creator created this entire world in 7 days. That's incredible. But there are those incredible things that do happen. I feel like as long as we believe that we are in that current, that we're in the flow, that we're flowing towards greatness, we're flowing towards love, we're flowing towards harmony, we can stay in that feeling. But it has to start in here. I've talked a lot about seeds, planting seeds, right? And even if you take an actual seed that gets planted, or a bulb, or whatever you put in the ground, many of us are encouraged to start doing that in the fall, before the winter comes, to let whatever it is that's going to come up out of the ground get settled in, get rooted, literally, get where it needs to start. But it stays down in the ground, in the dirt, in the pot, whatever you're putting your seed in the dark. It has to have the faith that it's going to be fed, going to be watered, going to have the elements of nature to get it going. And then some 4 to 6 months later, it starts pushing through the earth. And then, it finds the sun, and the energy gets picked up pre-spring, in the spring, whatever you want to look at. If we put fear into that seed and said it's now or never, or tried to rush it, doesn't last very long, because that root hasn't got any stability to it. And if those seeds and those crops didn't believe that they could become something, they wouldn't even come out the ground. So, my friends, if you're planting the seeds of manifestation, of what you want to have happen, of what you're looking to do, find the feeling of the beauty in it, find the feeling of the beauty in yourself, find the feeling of deserving it, find the feeling of being worthy of it, find the feeling of being loving or loved by it, and it could be anything. And that keeps us in that faith, in that harmony, in that tactfulness, in that space of it's going to be okay. It's just not happening the way you want it to happen. Many other things do. Many other things are instant. If you want something quick and instant, buy into that. But if you want something big and bold, harmonious and opulent, that takes a root of faith. And I think that's it. I think I landed it. I feel like that was the message of today. Taking a step back. Always love yourself. Always be in that loving, kind, harmonious space. It's going to draw the right people to you, and whatever's meant for your highest good won't pass you by. All right, my friends, till tomorrow. Big love. Bye for now. Hey everybody, we hope you've enjoyed the video. If you did, don't forget to like, subscribe and share it with all your friends. Here's a QR code if you decide you'd like to get a private personal reading with me. I'm available most evenings and on the weekends. Just go over to the website, book in what session, 30 minutes, 60 minutes, and then fill in the contact information and I'll be back in touch. And if you feel kind enough, here is a link to my donation button. Energy exchange of any amount is always gratefully received. Until next time, be well, be blessed, and thanks so much for watching. Bye.